Hello Gemini, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marazinski. So some of you may have been in a relationship with this individual. Some of you could have been in a situationship. Others of you, you simply may have had glances, an exchange of glances, to the point where you feel this energy, a lot of chemistry, but no one's speaking up. Interesting. There's a sense of betrayal here. Not really feeling good about it, which is a good thing. Wanting to restart. Gemini. Past life connection. All right, here we have change followed by betrayal, nourishment, relationship, wild woman, compassion, illness, wellness, death and rebirth. Then we have mystery under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Gemini, I feel that things can no longer be the same. There's a cycle that keeps coming and going, a repetitive pattern. These patterns that exist, they literally just go in a circle continuously, on and on. This needs to change. It can no longer be the same. Everything that has happened, everything that I have done, I know that certain things need to change. They should change in order to make things better, make things different. And why is a change needed so badly? Because in this connection, I know there's a sense of betrayal. This betrayal, it feels as though now there is a lack of trust, a lack of faith. The problems that we have gone through, that have been because of me, I do know and I do feel that I am that cause. I also know that you thought you could predict me, you thought you really knew me. And it turns out that you never really knew me at all. Everything that I am, everything that I was, turned out to be quite different from what you expected. And now it seems as if I was a complete stranger. I was always a stranger. It was this feeling that I had as if we were in a different lifetime. It was so long ago. These memories don't fade. I know what I did. And I know what I did was wrong. I realize that you are the perfect partner. Emotionally, spiritually, and physically, you have this way of fulfilling me. All of my needs. Making me feel whole. The feelings and emotions that I have, I don't feel this with others. I don't feel fulfilled on an emotional level. on a physical level, and especially a spiritual level. For this reason, I wonder about our relationship. And I really want to make things work. I see how others are with you, and I like what I see. We are worlds apart. But many moons, many nights have gone by when I just lie awake in bed and I wonder and I think about you. About how we could be. How others are with you and how I envy that. I want to be there too. I want to be a part of your life. But yes, I have been sneaky. Very sneaky. I was a wild one. Not really telling you certain things, hiding things from you. Not really being as truthful as I could have been. As I should have been. This feeling that I have. It is a little bit of guilt. More of a surprise, in fact. I'm surprised at what I've done. I'm not happy about it. What I do feel and think is the things that I have said and done in this connection. Some of them are true, some of them were false, some of it was just extended conversation. I have said to you words, paragraphs and pages, but I've taken some sentences out. What you don't know won't hurt you. But by not sharing that information, does that make me a liar? I guess it does. There was a lack of truth, and someone found out. And now there's a lack of trust. I feel compassion, sympathy, and empathy for you, for what you've gone through, what I've put you through. You wouldn't be in this position if it hadn't been for my terrible behavior. The way I've behaved, the way I've acted, has been very selfish. A part of me wants to be with you so deeply because I see that you are the perfect partner. But there are certain things that weigh me down below the surface, the level that I'm in right now. I want to go up above this deep, thick, dark water and see your shining face, which is the sun. But I am weighed down by burdens, responsibilities, by memories that haunt me, by my own emotional trauma, and by beliefs that I just can't let go of. I find it difficult to rise from that. And because many of these things hold me down, you may wonder, why have I not reached out? This is the reason why. There's a lot on my plate, emotionally, a lot of baggage from my past. Right now, I want to have a second chance with you. I want to put to rest and put to sleep all that happened before and start something new. I have a rebirth of this connection. Certain things that I've said and done in the past, it was a windy and bumpy road. But going forward, I want things to be more smooth, more relaxed. I do see this future to be very uncertain, but I also feel as though I know you. Sometimes it feels as though you're a stranger, but then when I look into your eyes, when I think about you, I realize that I've known you before. There's something familiar about you. Something I can't put my finger on, but I feel comfortable with you. And a part of me can trust you with my life. It's the weirdest feeling. I look at the stars and the heavens and I ask the heavens, why is it that this person is in my life now? Why not before? Why not long ago? Why not far into the future? Why particularly now? Are we meant to be together? Are we supposed to be together? These are some of the questions that I ask myself. I do believe in fate and destiny. I'm just a little confused as to where we are headed. Despite all of these terrible things that I've done, there's still a small part of me that feels absolutely spiritually connected. It's hard for me to change those feelings. It's hard for me to be someone I'm not. Overall, the spiritual connection has me thinking, has me regretting and thinking, being worried, feeling that I've betrayed someone who was so close to me on a spiritual level. I can sense you when you're not there. I can smell your scent when you're not there. So many things have happened, and I realize that many of these things are because of me. Not necessarily good things, but I've had an influence in your life to some degree. And I know the things that I've done have changed you as a person. You are not the same. You are not what you used to be. Had I not done the things that I did. All right, Gemini. A lot is going on here. This person definitely knows that they've done something wrong. There is a sense of depression and despair, desperation, but they're not really doing anything about it. And some of you may be wondering, is this person going to change? Are things going to change? The first card is the strongest, and you do have here change. So yes, there is going to be a change. It's going to be quite intense. It's going to be very abrupt. And one of the main reasons it's happening is because you have touched this person in a way nobody else ever has. The both of you are mirroring each other. So many of you, Gemini, cross-watcher, the feelings could be reversed here. Or you could literally be having the same feelings. This is only because of this huge spiritual card mystery. For me, this is the past life card. You both are past life partners. Either you were married, betrothed, engaged, maybe just having a long-term committed affair. Maybe it was just a secret and forbidden love. I've done many past life readings, and there's such a variety of types of relationships that are long-term. Some of you may have been karmic partners, twin flames, or even soulmates. For those of you who are interested in knowing more about this crazy, intense feeling where you almost feel obsessed, you're not really able to let go, you're definitely in a spiritual connection. There is my other channel on YouTube, which is called Asnointia Audio. I recommend that you have a look at a few of the videos that I have there. One of them specifically is called Past Life and Spiritual Connections. The other one is called Sensually Intense Spiritual Connections. Those two will really help you understand a bit more about this connection. Then, of course, I also have What and Who is a Twin Flame, What and Who is a Soulmate, What and Who is a Karmic Partner. I have a few more videos there. Some of the videos I have are for spiritual connections. The others are for relationships. So some of you may find that really helpful because this gets really confusing. It's extremely confusing, and most of the time when I have clients, that is the reason why they reach out, because it's such a spiritual connection, it's such an intense connection that they just can't let go. It's just that difficult. It's not easy. All right, let's have a look at, I have here the Lover's Path Tarot. Okay. Interesting. So these cards, I look into what it is that may have happened in the first place that caused the problem in this connection. Something that happened where a sweet connection turned out to be very sour. Just didn't turn out right. What was the problem? All right. We have here contemplation, sacrifice. So this person at some point in time back then became a hermit. You may have wondered why. They started to withdraw. There was a sense of introspection and retreating. What they wanted to do was listen to their own heart. And they had retreated within their inner selves. They needed to focus on the relationship that they had with others. But even more, they were trying to focus on the relationship that they had with themselves. They were distracted by the world, and they had ignored their intuition. They started to feel a sense of superficiality that they had, that they were giving towards you. They were feeling unconnected with their heart, and therefore they had fallen into recluse, contemplation, introspection, trying to find out who am I and why do I do the things that I do. They only realized this when you came into their life because of the way they started behaving. Because it was so different and odd for them, they decided to take a step back. Because they realized that they were not being as truthful as they could have been, as they should have been. One of the reasons was they didn't even have a good relationship with themselves. You remember how you had the illness wellness card? The illness wellness card does talk about how in this connection there could have been trauma. So this person here definitely had something in their past that was never healed. And that drags along like a ball and chain. It just follows them wherever they go. It weighs them down. That's exactly what the illness wellness card was all about. Being weighed down. Now you have another card here. Very, very serious card, sacrifice. This is a very important card. It's not the greatest card to have because it indicates that this person, their mindset was very different. These cards, by the way, I read in the reverse. Here it talks about things at the beginning were great, but then there was a phase where there was a lack of compassion. There was a lack of patience. There was no feeling of surrender. This person had they were caught between worlds. A short-term sacrifice to reach a long-awaited goal was needed at the time. They wanted to take care of other people's needs, even if they were not their own. Here, they wanted to gain compassion and learn from difficult experiences, but they never did. They were feeling unable to make a sacrifice that a situation required, creating difficulties for themselves. So here we have a situation where they were feeling unable to make the sacrifice that a situation requires. And because of this, they started to create difficulties for themselves. What's the sacrifice? Was this a three-party situation? Was this a third-party situation? Was this someone having an affair with someone and they could not let go of their partner or their spouse? Was this somebody who was working somewhere and they could not change the rules and work around the rules? Was this somebody who was doing something that was forbidden? And they couldn't be with you because they couldn't sacrifice their reputation. So there's many, many reasons why this card comes out. And the meaning behind it is always very strong. It talks about this person not adjusting because of the way they feel, because of the way they think. Sometimes it's because of the circumstances around them. They do not have the power. They do not have the ability. They do not have the strength to be with you the way that you ever would have wanted them to. Because there's something in their life that's so strong that they just can't let go of. It holds their life together. It's part of their foundation. And if they let go of that, the foundation, that life in that building will crumble. That's what's going to happen if this person makes that change. This is how they think. This is how they feel. Many people do make sacrifices. They don't depend on that foundation. They think they can uproot everything and just build something new. But then some people are comfortable with the way their life is, the things that they have built, the reputations that they have. And it's hard for people to change that. Factors and circumstances come into play. But in the real world, you got to deal with real problems, real people, real situations. So sometimes not everybody's going to make the sacrifice that's needed. Not everybody will say, you're my special person and I give up the world for you. That's the way it used to be. It is like that with some people, but it's very rare. Why? Because we live in an era now where we need money, we need shelter, right? We need so many things. And we get used to a certain lifestyle because that is what we have worked for. And when we have to change that lifestyle or change anything related to our reputation, that's no longer our life. Then that is a different life, and different is not easy for people to adapt to. People don't like anything that's different. It's not the same. You don't feel comfortable. You feel unsure. You feel insecure. And therefore people stay the same. And sometimes we say that they're stubborn. Sometimes people are just stubborn, and sometimes they are afraid. That's the thing. So understand whatever was going on here, this person really was thinking about their future, their past, who they are, why they do what they do, why am I acting with this person? I can't sacrifice what I have and be with my Gemini. It's difficult for me to do that. There's a certain part of me in my life, the way I am, who I am, that I just can't let go of. I have to be who I am and always remain like that. Very deep, Gemini. Let me know how that resonated. All right, let's have a look. We have here the Beginner's Tarot. Excellent. We have here the Ace of Cups. So these are any actions, any intentions, any plans your person of interest has towards you. Wow. Two of Cups. My God. Excellent. You have here the Ace of Cups. Gemini. It's all good. It's all good. Excellent. These are gorgeous cards, guys. Very nice. Very refreshing to see these happy cards. Ace of Cups. There's going to be a chance in the near or far future. I'm not proficient with timelines actually, but I do know somewhere in the future this will happen. Ace of Cups. This is something that's going to happen in the future where we talk about this person coming back into your life and offering you this cup of love, overflowing. It's so much that they can't contain it anymore. And they have to tell you how they feel. They have to tell you how much they love you, and they have to ask for forgiveness. There's a sense of forgiveness, a lot of forgiveness, because of the betrayal. Somebody here may have cheated on someone because of the Wild Woman card mixed with the betrayal card that talks about cheating. So somebody could have cheated on somebody here. And what I'm referring to is the first set of cards that I had here. So we have here the Ace of Cups. The person's going to talk about forgiveness. They're going to ask for forgiveness, and they're going to talk about love. They're going to approach you. Then they're going to take a step back. And the ball's in your court. What do you want to do with that ball? Here we have the Hangman. They say something, they take a step back, and the ball's in your court. They sit and wait and wonder, what is my Gemini up to? Are things going to change? Are things going to remain the same? What's going to happen? Here with the Hangman, this individual is looking and waiting to see a reaction. It's all about the reaction. We also have here the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups here talks about how in this connection we have this union of two people. Two people being united, reunited, feeling close together. What's interesting about this one is that it's two people that are starting to reconcile their differences and understand that there is love, there is compassion, there is understanding, there is absolute forgiveness. With this feeling of forgiveness, there is this hope of exchanging love and having the sense of reconciliation. This person wants to come back into your life, reconcile, and not only just make friends, but be more than a friend, be more of a lover. Then we also have the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful offer. This is a solid offer that's going to come through for you, Gemini. Congratulations. This is a very tangible offer. Some of you may become more committed. Some of you may literally have this person or you move in together with each other. Moving in is okay, guys, but don't rush into anything. Moving in, maybe one day I'll have a talk about that too for some of you who are interested. Is moving in the right thing to do? Is it? Because when you're moving in, some people that want to get married, for example, they don't get married. Why? Because it's a very comfortable situation. We're already living together. Why do you need something on paper? There's some people that are comfortable with this arrangement, and some people who are the feminine, they are not comfortable with it. They think that once we move in, at some point, my person of interest will marry me. We'll be together. There will actually be an official document. But it's different. You see, many of us try to do traditional things. We desire those traditional ways. But we expect that after we conduct ourselves in a very modern way. The modern, not all the time does it add up to the traditional. It doesn't equal that. You want traditional, you got to have traditional methods, approaches. You want something modern, you're going to get modern. That's a result. Not all the time does that happen. But some of you out there, you may wonder, this solid offer, should I really take it? Should I rush into it? I can definitely tell you here, Gemini, your person of interest is truly interested. They do truly love you. But I would say because they are just a page, they're coming to you as a page. It does not indicate to me that they love you as a king or even as a prince or a knight. Their love for you may be very intense, but they're going to approach you in a very shy way. They're not very bold. They're quite youthful and vibrant and young. They don't really feel confident. And so, slowly but surely, they come to you with an offer. Once again, it's a pentacle. A solid offer, a tangible offer. This offer that they're going to be giving to you, it also comes with a little bit of immaturity where they're completely infatuated with you as well. They feel very addicted to you on a sensual level. They find you extremely attractive. Is it safe? I would say yes. But I would suggest with a page, you take it easy. and you be the one who's leading. You take the lead, you set the pace. If this was a knight or a king, I probably wouldn't have said that. But I say it because this person needs a little bit of leadership. And it's okay to be the leader. It doesn't always have to be that person. You can always take the lead. You set the boundaries. So yes, there's a lot of action. Gemini, you got literally 4 cards here. Like 1, 2, 3, and 4. All talking about action. So there's definitely something that's going to come about from this. Just going to do a quick prayer. Okay. I have here Archangel answer cards. I'm going to just ask the angels, Archangels, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, to provide you, and Uriel. I'm getting Uriel. And Uriel. To provide you with some advice, some guidance regarding this situation. Remain positive. Trust in the divine. Trust in the Holy Spirit of God, who we call God. God has the essence of the feminine and the masculine. It prefers to be in the masculine state because it has more the feelings of leadership, the feelings of confidence, the initiator, the go-getter, someone who is always creating things. That is the definition of masculine character, right? But the masculine also has the feminine feelings and emotions. So when we say God, that is what that means. How do I know? Because he talks to me. And his voice is that of a man. All right. We have here, wow, some pretty jam-packed messages. A lot. All right. If you heard somebody whisper, guys, don't freak out and don't freak me out. That was me. Sometimes I hear the comments and people say I heard a whisper. And then everybody starts talking about it. And then I freak out. I'm like, what? There's not supposed to be any entities in my room. I was whispering. Turns out it's just me. So that's okay. It's just me. Here we have within the next few weeks or months, they are recommending that you remain positive. I know it's sometimes difficult to remain positive. I'll talk about this particular card later and a package that I have that could possibly help some of you that need to remain positive and to get rid of negativity around you. So it's very important within the next few weeks or months that you actually keep this mindset of being very positive, be around positive people, take away the negative. At that point, when you have this, you're going to be filled with this happiness and this joy, this prosperity of just knowing in the universe we have a source. We have who we call the divine. The divine's got your back. The universe has got your back, but the universe is governed by the divine. So if and when you do pray, or if you do meditate, don't say universe, because there's many things in the universe. You have to be very specific. Even if you say the light, the pure white light, you have to say the pure white light, the holy pure white light. It has to have that because there's many lights out there, still may be negative energy. Now, we also have here trust in the divine, trust the path, trust the things that are happening for you. If it didn't happen last year, there's a reason why it didn't happen. You are now more wiser. You may have become more impatient, but you're wiser, you're smarter. You won't go there and do that anymore because you know that, right? You've learned from those lessons. Some of you have learned from some mistakes. So do understand that certain things, when they happen, it happens truly for a reason, typically because it's for your greater good. Here we also have take action. Within the next few weeks or months, you are going to remain positive. It's important for you to take action to choose a new direction. That indicates that you are going to see things on a different level. You are going to see things differently. Everything that has happened before was different. It's changed. Everything that you have been doing The results may have just been the same over and over again. And the problem is, because of these results, everything may just be a repeat. And the results are the same, and you repeat it. What is the solution? To do something different. To choose a different path, a different approach, choose a new direction. When you do that, you'll be able to get a better result. A different result even. By choosing a new direction, there may be this gap where you may see that there's a year from now until the next 12 months. Anything could happen between those 12 months. But things are going to happen. They're going to change. You're going to meet a lot of people. Here it does suggest talking to helpful people. This could be literally family, friend, anybody that you trust. If you feel the slightest inkling of jealousy, don't talk to anybody about your plans, anything, your career, your money, your dreams, your ambitions, your person of interest. Don't talk about them. It's very easy to get the evil eye, to get people to do hexes and curses. They don't even know that they've done it, and sometimes this negative energy just kind of sticks onto you like a magnet. So definitely stay away from people who you have the slightest instinct, this feeling that, I just don't feel right with this person. Don't talk to them. Here we also have anybody who could be maybe online, any type of resource. Helpful people are also people that have written books, people that have videos, all sorts of resources that can help you understand this connection more. Typically, when I get the card a year from now, some people may be like, oh, but this came last year, Asnointia. It's a lie. This card has popped up for me with my twin flame situation about 4 times. And it's popped up for some of my clients many times as well. The only reason why it doesn't say in this deck 4 years from now or 5 years from now. The only limitation is the 1 year. So we have a limit here of 1 year. Unfortunately, I hope not. I hope this doesn't pop up next year for some of you. But it could. And it could have popped up last year. So for some of you, if you're wondering, is it going to work out this year? There's still a bit of a wait there. And you are ready, but your person is not. And we can't rush that. Here we also have, under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme is compromise. The compromise card does talk about how in this connection there is an equal give and take. This is the meeting of the hearts and the minds, knowing that in this connection, you give a little bit, they give a little bit. You adjust a little bit, they adjust a little bit. And then you finally meet in the middle. When you meet in the middle, at that point, then you can possibly have a compromise. The compromise shouldn't be so much where you are just bending over backwards and adjusting to this person. That is just them molding you into what it is that they want. And then eventually you'll get sick and tired of it. You won't like what you have become. Your friends will even look at you funny. They'll say, why did you change so much? How did you change so much? And then they won't like your person of interest because they'll be like, oh, that person changed them. That's not the right person for you. Oh, it's an endless cycle. So compromise, where you know it's healthy to the extent where it's healthy, but where it's you just bending over backwards and accommodating this person, even for you cross-watcher, if that's what's going on here. Let's try to keep an equal give and take, an equal balance, because then there's more respect and there's also more of a fear that you're going to lose someone. It's very important to have that compromise. All right. That is your reading, Gemini. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated with any of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And like I said, let me just quickly go over this. I did mention that, it just occurred to me. You have that card, which is remain positive. Let's just quickly talk about that. I do have a package called the Holy Light Package. And I've created that package through many years of experience from my own issues that I've had with negative supernatural beings and entities. So it helps you get rid of negative energies from your home, around your aura, your body's aura, and inside of your body, which is your chakra centers. Chakra centers are affiliated with your bodily functions. So once you get rid of these negative energies, you'll start to feel a little lighter, a little better. Things will be more clear. Also, sometimes, even if we have a lot of positive energy around us, these negative energies overtake them. There may be 4 beings around you that are your loved ones, are trying to take care of you after they've long passed away. But you have 8 or 10 negative energies that are bringing them down. And they don't have the power to help you because they are outnumbered. It's a spiritual warfare. It's angels versus demons. But it works. So get rid of those negative energies and allow positive energy to remain in your life. Sometimes when we're manifesting, it doesn't work because we haven't gotten rid of the negative energies. That's why the manifestation doesn't work. And of course, even if you want to manifest something, whatever's owed to you karmically, whatever is written in your book of life, that is what you will receive. It has to be practical, has to be realistic. Can't be expecting things to happen just like that. You have to be really realistic and practical. And that's all I want to tell you. It's called the Holy Light Package. Along with it, there's another package, a very small one that I have, which is the Water Wellness Package. That's also quite helpful, and with both of them combined. And those you can find on my website, www.asnointia.com. Getting rid of negative energies is very important. It happens to all of us. Many of us are surrounded. We don't even know it. All right then. You all take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys again. Bye now.